We are back again. Season 3, Episode 3. If you didn't check out the Divisional Winners podcast or the Fantasy Rankings podcast, I implore you to do that now. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. I'm your host, Richard Jason. My other host here, Andre Miller. How you doing?
Yes, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller himself.
We're back, man. Season 3.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? I'm so excited about this season.
We used to record in 144. Like, it looks like a toaster. Look at the old episodes, please. Again.
Yeah, we came up.
Yeah, you can see we weren't bullshitting either. You know, we're wrong more than 50% of the time, I think.
Hey, man, we deserve to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah, it is what it is. So here we are. This is the Best Bet show. We're going to go over every game, but we're just going to highlight the games we really want to target for the week and ones we already have bets on. So
yes, the ones we put money on.
I'll start it with this, but I know this is a game I'm avoiding. It's just we'll just go over it just because it's the opening game of the year. Kansas City hosting Baltimore. Kansas City a 3-point favorite. I have no interest in this game. If you do, it's because you have gambler's disease and you don't want it. You just need something to bet.
You know it's going to be people putting money on this one, for sure. I'm not interested in betting on it. However, you know, I'm a football fan, so I'll be watching.
Yeah, I'm watching. Maybe fun for like daily fantasy or some shit. Like throw a lotto ticket in, but a big pass for me there. So let's just go to the slate. But I know you have a game that is the day after. So what's your best bet there with Green Bay and Philly?
Green Bay, Philly. I'm taking the Packers. I got them. Now, the reason I'm taking them is I got a good number on this, a good line. I got it at +3, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So I like that number. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. I think it's going to be close. I'm thinking Green Bay may win this game outright, honestly. I still don't trust Philly. You know, they say that their secondary has improved based on, you know, the roster and who they picked up, but we'll see, you know.
Yeah, Jordan Davis and, you know, the other guy they drafted from the D-line, Jalen Carter, need to, you know, fully realize themselves with the addition of Bryce Huff as well.
Yeah.
Still got a good D-line, you know.
I mean, their D-line. The D-line was good last year, too.
Yeah,
you know,
still good, even
additions.
with Hassan Reddick going to New York. It was basically a trade, you know, trade swap.
So, you know, and I'm not so I mean, Hurts is my guy, but he has a lot to prove this season based off of how he played last season. So everything's up in the air. Green Bay is up and coming. Love their receivers.
They don't have a clear number one. That's why it's weird to pick a guy in fantasy for him this year.
It is, but the way Love plays quarterback, anybody could get the ball.
Yeah.
If you're open, he's going to get you the ball.
I still think Christian Watson, like a number one clear guy. Even though Jaden Reed, that's my guy I showed out last year.
Right.
I just think Christian Watson is just superior talent.
Oh, he really is. He truly is. And on the defensive side, they're very solid. Yeah. Very much solid. I think they're well coached. I think their coaching is better too, in terms of the head coach and the defensive coordinator. So I think, listen, and the game is in Brazil too. So that's a neutral site in my opinion. Now they say the field may be sloppy, so that may or may not be a factor.
It might help Packers out because of the run game. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what you hope.
So, you know, I'm not saying that they're going to win outright, but I think they do, you know, it's going to be a +3.
You're covering. Yeah.
I'm covering that.
Yeah, you like the cover +3.
MGM, though. Yeah. You know, I got that number off of them, so.
Yeah, go and look for it, everyone. If, you know, gun to my head and had to choose, I would pick also Green Bay here. So let's go to a game me and you both are contested on because I have one, you have the other. Houston going to Indy to start the year. I like Indianapolis +2.5. Like, plain and fucking simple. It's stupid. The logic behind it's bad. Like, they haven't won a home game. Like, was it last 9 of 10 home openers? They're due
since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time they won a home opener, guess who was quarterback?
Peyton Manning.
Almost.
Andrew Luck.
Mr. Luck. So that's a long time. I mean, looks different now too. You seen him recently? Oh my goodness, man. Dude lost like 100 pounds, man.
He ain't gotta be in football shape. Yeah, he ain't gotta be in football shape. Who cares?
Hey, he living his life. But I like the Texans, man. We just talked about Colts not winning season openers. Anthony Richardson, I think he's going to play well. I think he has to play more smart so that he doesn't get injured.
He's
But,
Mr. Concussion, yeah. As I've said, he's awesome.
He's awesome. He's hard to stop.
And
this is a division showdown too, by the way.
That's where I like, I mean, yeah, again, this is my bad logic. Houston's covered the last 8 division opponents. But Indy's just a difficult place to play. Remember 2 years ago, Chiefs came in there, Chiefs lost. We've seen good teams go into this place and lose. But yeah, it's always a home opener. It's bad. But I like the upside of, a healthy Anthony Richardson. We'll see what Mitchell will do. They got still a good line. They're going to, they got to gel together on the Houston defense, too, with their additions.
True.
And their offense, for that matter. Mixon and Diggs got to get acclimated to the offense. They might not know everything.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not sleeping on the Colts because I think they will have a very good season. Mm-hmm. It's just this game. I'm concerned about their secondary still. Has it gotten better?
No.
Right.
That's the problem.
So they're still going to get burnt. CJ Stroud, too, man. Yeah. 25 touches, 5 interceptions last season, rookie season. Come on, man. It's so much hype surrounding Houston, though. I want to see how they, adhere to the pressure. Mm-hmm. But I think that they are ready to play. I think they're ready to, just let people know that we here. we going to be here.
I'm a guy who thinks they're overrated on the year. I think they missed the playoffs, and that's why I like the Indianapolis Colts make the playoffs this year, as we've discussed in the other show. Go check it out.
I think they will, too. One more thing, too. This is a Week 18 rematch. They played the last game.
And they played the first game.
Did they? Okay.
Year, yep.
All right.
Yeah, played the first game, too.
So I think this took the Colts out of the playoffs, this game in particular?
Yes, it did.
Hey, it could be revenge time for the Colts, too.
Yeah. So.
But they don't win season openers.
They're changing. Change of tide. Let's, lock it in. 2.5. That's one I'm betting. Let's go to another one I'm for sure betting and have a bet in already on. It is the AFC West showdown of the Las Vegas Raiders hosting, or actually, no, they're going to the LA Chargers at SoFi. I don't know, it's not that far away these days, Vegas from SoFi, 2-hour flight.
Hop, skipping a
half their fans are basically there anyway.
True, yeah.
It's kind of silly. I just really like the Raiders. You get Christian Wilkins, Max Crosby to, secure the, D-line for the Raiders. Chargers lost their starting center. He has a heart condition. I think he had to retire. Mm-hmm. Rashawn Slater comes back. He should be okay. Joe Alt is the guy they drafted to secure the right tackle position, but you lose Keenan Allen, you lose Mike Williams, you lose Austin Eckler. It's Josh Palmer season, and God, who else they got? Ladd McConkey and DJ Chark. It's not going to be the best receiving core. Herbert's a dog, don't get me wrong, and Gus Bus and J.K. Dobbins, coming over from Baltimore, but also off major injuries with their ACLs or Achilles, if not one or the other, if not both. I just like a more solid team. I trust Vegas here so much more, and I really don't like Harbaugh. He's an okay coach. The reason he left, the NFL in the first place was he was a diva. Kind of the same reason he left Michigan.
He's a diva, but he's a good coach though, man. I mean, everywhere he goes, he wins, proven that he can win.
He was handed good San Francisco teams with Colin Kaepernick, in my opinion.
Yes, he was. But I mean, this is the NFL too. I think he's built for the NFL more than he's built for college. Mm-hmm. I really do believe that. I think it's going to be a struggle for the Chargers starting the season, but I think he'll right the ship. I think he'll right the defense ship for sure because they have the personnel.
Looking at you, Asante Samuel Jr., Derwin James Jr., you guys, and that defense, man. Khalil Mack's getting older. Both, I think, in year 7 or 8 now. I mean,
yeah,
they're aging. They're overpaid. They had the worst rushing defense last year, or at least bottom 5. They got ran all over.
They did.
So, Vegas 3.5. Go and bet that.
I'm concerned with Vegas's quarterback play, though. I'm really.
Gardner Minshew, man, he's the future.
I think Minshew will have a good season. I think that he is underrated.
Yeah, I thought Aiden O'Connell could have started too, and I really have no problem with either guy starting.
Yeah, but I'll say this about Minshew. I think he's solid to good.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Okay.
talking about a bottom 25 QB in the league here.
Yeah, they could very well. Well, Minshew could very well be a second stringer.
Yeah.
For sure.
On
you know
most
what I mean?
teams,
So
yeah, let's be honest.
it's going to be a good game though.
Yeah.
But you got it, what, 3.5?
3.5, I just think they cover.
Okay.
It could be a 3-point game. It was, the Chargers haven't covered in division since the opener last year against Vegas. So
Hey, I couldn't talk you down on that one.
I'll just ride the wave here. What do you got for your next bet?
My next bet, the Vikings-Giants game.
Yes, I have notes on this too.
Yep, Vikings favored by 1. I'm going to take that one. It's a weird line because you would think that the Vikings would, maybe -2, -3, maybe, but -1. So, but I still feel good about this bet. Sam Darnold is at the helm, okay, and we know. I mean, people feel a certain way about Sam Darnold,
Yeah.
but I'll say this: every time he's QB'd, he hasn't really had the talent.
Yeah.
Receiver wise or offensive line wise.
He was really hoping Brock Purdy went down last year. He
Right,
probably
I know
wanted
he
that.
was. I know he was. He wanted that opportunity, but I just think that he'll make more things happen than not, more than Daniel Jones in this
Yeah.
particular game. I mean, just keep passing it to Jefferson.
Yeah. I have no arguments there. I'm also betting the Minnesota one. I'm a homer for that. I just think Giants are going to be one of the worst teams in the league. Minnesota should improve their rushing offense. They secure Christian Darrisaw to a contract, even though he's never made an Pro Bowl team. Fun fact, but he should. He's a pretty good player. I like the Aaron Jones pickup.
Oh yeah, great pickup.
Also,
man.
Madison went to Vegas. It's not Zamir White season totally yet,
Yeah.
but I still think it is. In that,
he
game.
has weapons.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison,
Jordan, yeah.
T.J. Hawkinson.
When he comes back, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Now T.J. Hawkinson's out there. I mean, he does have some weapons that he can go to.
Giants just got that shit O-line too, man.
I
mean,
know,
they're
Yeah,
right there with
Daniel Jones is going to be running for his life in this game.
Yeah, I want to say
honestly,
they
man.
were. I think Daniel Jones got sacked a ton last year.
85 times.
Yeah,
85 times. That's how many times he got
Yeah,
sacked.
he got
His
killed.
ass should be hurting still
Yeah.
because he was on the ground
just-
constantly.
So maybe it's New York money, home field advantage. Like that's all I can think of there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in on
That's
the
why
Vikings.
the line is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Vikings
could
always win
possibly
close
be.
games too. That's why I like them.
I think people don't trust Sam Darnold either. I really believe that. I believe that influenced the line.
Yeah, but it was a pick of most of the summer. It's gone to 1, so I think people are
Yeah.
kind of catching on. And
Well-
the VIG is also leaning towards the Vikings, and that number may be going to 1.5.
Well, you think let's say this then too. Well, let me ask you, because the rookie got hurt, he's not playing.
Yep.
Did that influence the line at all too? Because it was pretty much a pick 'em.
No, because I think that they were convinced Darnold was starting the season.
Okay.
And they kind of,
All right.
led that on in training camp. So, RIP, JJ, get well soon.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. But just critical time for development, man. That's,
Yeah.
very bad time to get hurt. So, yeah, I'm right there with you. So, those are my
Alright.
first 3 bets, too.
One more thing let's go back to that Packers Eagles.
Yep.
I may take the under. It's at 48.5. That's a maybe, but I'm leaning towards taking that as one of my top picks.
Oof. Pass on that for me. I just, me and numbers. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe a team total. Green Bay team total over 22.5 or something.
Well, what's interesting is that the Packers have they've went over 10 times last season.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm kind of nervous about that, but this is the first game of the season. Crazy things happen.
Yeah.
Like points. Sometimes points are hard to come by.
That, too. Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like last year's Lions-Chiefs opener. Just hard to come by.
Yeah.
Hard-fought game. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's move it to our other bets. I got 2 more, and that's because they will be for the money I lose between Thursday and Sunday afternoon. It wouldn't be our podcast if we're not going to talk about the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Sunday night home opener, playing against a team they beat in the playoffs, the Los Angeles Rams. I'm all in on the Lions this year. If I lose money, I go 1-2 on Sunday. I need something to get me back, man. And I got faith in the Lions. Lions since start of 2021, they've covered 70% of games against the spread. 37-16-1. Rams are 26-26-4 in that time stretch, if that means anything to you. This is just a team that consistently covers. They have Super Bowl aspirations. And I just think they're a better team than the Rams.
I would have to agree. This was going to be one of my top plays. I just didn't like the 3.5, but I think the Lions are going to come out roaring.
Yeah.
I think they're really just going to be very aggressive. I think the crowd is really going to get into it just because, it's the first game of the season. They do have Super Bowl aspirations. I think the Lions are just going to be hyped.
Yeah, I just am a little worried about the secondary. We got to see what, Rakestraw and Terrion Arnold are about. And, they said Terrion Arnold should play. He had a slight injury, but,
I heard about,
and Carlton Davis is the CB1 on that team. But they got guys that are kind of pick and plug everywhere, whether it's Kirby Joseph, Melifonwu,
my goodness, they're
I trust them.
loaded.
I trust their secondary enough for them to cover this game. And I just think, it's revenge time.
So much depth, and they're just looking to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to be very focused. I think they're just everything has been improved too, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will maybe take some time for the secondary to click, but they have the personnel. The defensive line has gotten better. Offensive line is going to be just as good, top 5,
It got
probably
better.
top 3.
I think Zeeler's better.
Yes,
I think Zeeler improved the line.
no doubt, no doubt.
That's where I'm at with this team. They're going to run the piss out the ball. You lose Aaron Donald on the other side, too. Kobe Turner's good, though. He's an underrated player. Watch him this year.
True
also,
indeed.
Tre'Davious White did end up going to the Rams. I did see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Decent pickup.
Not a bad pickup.
That's the thing, too. I don't know what the Rams' defense is going to look like, though, still this season. And it's probably going to take them some time to get everything situated. So I'm just listen. I'm Lions all the way. I like that stat you said about 70%.
Yeah, they've just been covering for 3 years now.
Gotta keep riding with them.
I'll just ride with it till and I know it's like a homer thing. They'll probably go 8-8 against the spread this year. Us are the best team in football.
I hope I picked those 8.
Yeah, me and you go over this every year. There's some teams I'm just going to start taking every single week.
Yeah,
I'm probably fading the Giants 80% of the time.
Yeah, me too.
Washington
I start this week.
Washington, I love them. Probably fading them. In New England, fade.
Yeah,
the Panthers I might be in on though.
I got to see how the Panthers look, man.
Yeah, well, their litmus test is the Saints. Yeah, Saints.
Yep.
But let's talk about Monday Night Football real quick. This is, I think the biggest game of the week. You get the return of Aaron Rodgers again.
Here we go.
God, this fucking guy, man. This team, they have everything.
Right.
They have everything on paper. But that's paper. That offensive line last year was terrible. We'll see what Tyron Smith does to help it out. And, they drafted Fashanu, one of the best tackles out there. But, Zach Wilson got sacked 46 times last year in 12 games, 64 sacks total as a team given up. I just don't see it getting much better when you kept still, 3 of the 5 of the core. You still got the best front 7, in my opinion, in the Niners with Bosa, Warner, Hargrave, Greenlaw, and, picking up Floyd from the Bills. They got a major mismatch there. And for this line to keep shrinking, this line, when I was looking at this 2 weeks ago, was 5.5, and I was a little more weary. It's gone to 3.5. Purdy might be hurt, Ayuk contract.
Well,
I don't care.
BetMGM has that +4 at -4.
-4.
So
yeah.
it's
depends on who you're betting. I just think people are excited about the Jets this year.
I don't give a damn if it's minus 3.5 or -4. I'm taking the 49ers too. Now, it's not to say that I don't trust in the Jets, but this is a tough first game. You know what I mean?
They put
it's
him in
really
danger.
tough.
Aaron Rodgers is in
Yeah.
danger again, and that I love
Yeah.
that for us. I
Well,
love
Aaron
that.
Rodgers coming back from that major injury
At age 41.
at age 41, how is he going to bounce back? I mean, he has enough sense to get rid of the ball too, though.
Yeah.
He's not going to hold on to the ball. He's probably scared to hold on to the ball because he doesn't want to get hurt again. So it's just a tough opener. Although their defense, is great. I think they have a top 5, maybe top 3 defense in NFL. But I just think that this is just such a tough game, man. For openers. 49ers, they have Super Bowl aspirations as well.
Well, I mean,
they're gonna
both
play tough.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
one
both of
team
them.
hasn't been there also.
Exactly.
We just keep hearing, the Jets are going to be great someday. The Jets are going to be great someday. Well, I haven't seen it. It is still a what have you done for me lately?
Well, I do feel better, though, with the quarterback situation.
They're still going to be scratch.
Because-
Zach Wilson runs the football. Zach Wilson at least is mobile. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is mobile. So I think Aaron Rodgers is still going to be
Of
doing
course.
this, throwing it away a lot.
Yeah, but I think
I don't think he's going to improvise like he used to.
Well, I think Rodgers makes better decisions though than Wilson.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And I think that'll mean a lot. They'll be a much better team, and I think that they will, vie. I don't know Super Bowl, but they're going to make some noise. They're going to make some noise.
Second place, Bills are winning the division.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
He said it, not me,
Yeah,
folks.
man. Bills Super Bowl 13-1, but also 16-1 right now. 17 in
Right.
some places.
Right.
Just putting it out there. So yeah, those are best bets of the week. Those will be the ones recorded. We're still gonna give you picks for every single game here. Just a little, what do they call that? Just a little wild fury action here. Just give you every pick. We'll just start it off, and we'll go over a game we already talked about. So, Kansas City, Baltimore. Kansas City -3 for me. What about you, Dre?
KC.
KC. And then we both know Andre already has, and me both have Green Bay at 2.5 or 3 if you can find the number. Andre bet it at 3. Arizona going to Buffalo. I've seen this number yesterday at 5.5. Went back to 6. Still taking the Bills here, guys. Come on, let's be serious.
I thought about this as one of my top picks too. I think the Bills will handle their business at home.
Huge mismatch between offensive defensive lines. Just
very much so.
That's just putting it out there. I get it. Kyler Murray could backdoor it. Is what it is. New England on the road at Cincinnati. Cincinnati 9.5. I will give the Patriots that 9.5 all day.
Such a huge number for me, but I'm gonna go Cincy.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man. I just
Patriots
can't.
they're gonna suck.
They are, man.
Houston, Indy. We already talked about. I have Indy. He has Houston. Jacksonville going on the road to. Hold on, I gotta get this out here. There we go. I like Miami -3 here. I'll just click it again for fun. Why not?
I'm gonna go Miami. Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
They act a fool at home, man. They gonna score a lot of points. I think.
Yeah, it'll be a fun game. I think that'll be one of the funner games of the weekend.
I think a lot of points will be scored in that game.
Yeah.
Really.
Both teams don't have a defense.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's hot out, watch out. Tennessee on the road as 4-point dogs against Chicago. I like the Titans here.
I do too.
Spoil
I thought about it.
Caleb Williams is
Yeah, at first I was like Chicago all the way. I think Chicago wins, but I don't think they cover that spread. I really don't. I think it's Tennessee covers that. They may
Scary
backdoor
number.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet it.
I'll say this
touch
too.
it.
Right. I think Caleb has a lot of pressure on his back.
Crazy amount of pressure.
He's a Jesus Christ superstar right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
that guy.
He has to prove something though too, though.
Yeah.
Man. He does.
I like the people that hate him for having black nail polish. That's my favorite, indicator of you can't play football. You don't know ball. Shut up, dude.
Hey, the Notre Dame fans was talking about that when they played him.
Of course they were, and they killed them
that black
because
nail polish. Right.
Notre Dame has a defensive line. Just saying. Bet MSU this week, -14. Go green, go white. I know you're probably on Notre Dame too, but
I'm on it indeed, man. It's gonna be a tough game, man. It's hard to play it at Texas
At
A&M.
A&M, yeah.
The season opener, man. You know how many
Yeah.
drunk people gonna be over there? It's a night game. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah, rough environment. A lot of Haktua girls in attendance, just spitting on that thing. Pittsburgh going on the road to Atlanta. Atlanta -3.
Man, give me the AT aliens.
I defer. I take Pittsburgh here. It's Russell Wilson's season again. God, that fucking guy.
It is my signature sandwich. It's called the Danger Witch.
He's going to be slinging sandwiches that game. Carolina going on the road in the Superdome where you shouldn't give, any – where no Georgia kids should be in. No Benzes. No fast cars for the Georgia kids. I like New Orleans -4 here.
I gotta take New Orleans.
Yeah, until Carolina proves otherwise.
Right, till further notice.
Yeah. Minnesota, we are both on, as stated earlier in the video, against the Giants. I'm on Vegas here. Were you also on Vegas over the Chargers?
I am.
Okay.
I am on Vegas, yes.
Yeah. And then I don't think we've talked about 2 of the last 4 here. Dallas going on the road at Cleveland. Glad we haven't talked about this fucking game. Sorry, Joe. I like Cleveland 2.5, if that helps.
I do too, man. I'm done. I've been done with Dallas.
Yeah.
Been done with them.
Don't know how I feel about them. And they're getting worse, I feel like.
Yeah, they're going backwards, man.
They
Jerry Jones
signed
is going backwards.
Dalvin
and not
Cook.
in age.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook got signed.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's Rico Dowdle season. Let's just... Guys who don't know ball don't know. They're not giving Zeke the ball, but unless in goal line situations, which I did see the stat, 43% of the drives, they were the highest last year in football.
Okay.
Dallas did reach the red zone in those drives. They were number
Okay.
1.
All right.
But that's why
Well-
people like Zeke, I guess, for upside. But
Do you think Ezekiel retire as a Cowboy?
Yeah.
Seems like he's headed that way.
He's
right?
headed,
That's
yeah.
probably why he went back.
Him and Jerry Jones got a thing. That's all.
He's going to retire without a ring, though. That's unfortunate.
Nah, not really. I don't care about that. Like, why would I care about the Cowboys? They got 2 against the Bills, so.
Cowboys have just as many haters as they have, fans, I think. Maybe more haters.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
And the fans are fanatics. They can't.
They
deal
make
with
the playoffs
reality.
every year and choke. It's
Yeah. And I'm not
It's a
talking
certain
just
thing.
kind of choke. They choke.
They
like,
choke hard. Yeah,
bad choke.
they choke really bad. But they always have good teams, so Cleveland's gonna win that game though. Washington going on the road to Tampa Bay. Left hand up for the Commanders. For me, I will take the 3.5.
Damn, man.
Very
You've been
kindly.
reading my paper? I got Commanders too, man.
Yeah.
I think Jaden shocks the world. I think they may win this game. It sounds crazy.
I don't think that sounds
But-
crazy. I like them. I like them. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take that 3.5,
Yeah.
man.
And then, as we've previously stated, the Lions over the Rams, and we both like San Francisco 3.5 over the Jets.
Yeah.
That's
That's pretty much cut and dry,
that's
right?
cut and dry. That's everything we got here. We'll be gonna be back next week. Same stuff. Might have some other stuff planned for you really soon. Honestly.
Let me give people some advice. This is the first week. Let's not go ham, guys. Let's just kind of feel our way in. We got 17 more weeks, 18 more weeks after this week.
Yeah.
You got to chill. Just take it slow.
We're gonna try and do an episode every week this year. That's the goal, man. We always miss one.
We leave this
We
one.
miss one. I think I got COVID both times. Is the reason.
Yeah, can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I can't give each other COVID. So we'll be back. Is it the same time? No, not the same time. We'll be back in like 10 days or something, guys. Peace out. Like, subscribe. Thank you again if you got this far in the video.
Peace out,
Anything else?
y'all.
Yep.